Well, it has been quite a while since the last video, guys, but like always, good to be back, and I've got a huge update for you guys, so let's... That is loud! Now guys, while I was away for over about a month now, so it's been a while, there's been a lot of new stuff developing with the Z06 Corvette. So today we're going to talk about the pricing, when it's coming out, when dealers are getting their stuff, and all that jazz. We'll talk about the trim level and somewhat look at the options that are available and discuss what I'm leaning towards and what I'm not. And finally, we're going to talk about exactly when I should be expecting my car to arrive. Good things come to those who wait, and I am being very patient with this, guys. Obviously, we are going to get the Z06, and one of the things that everyone has been talking about all across the board has been the pricing, guys. That's right, the Z06 pricing was finally announced a couple weeks ago, and the whole internet has been going wild. Everyone talking about the pricing and how expensive this car is going to be, and they're not lying. It's gonna be pretty pricey. The Z06 is going to be priced at a bare bones, no option of 106 to as high as fully maxed out 3LZ trim with all the options ticked off, hitting close to about 175, 180 before you look at taxes and potential dealer fees, dock fees, things like that, and not including the elephant in the room, the dealer markups. Now, a lot of people are kind of upset about the pricing, guys. They think that this car is way too much money. Now, honestly, the amount for what you're getting right off the bat, I think the pricing is fine. I don't see any problem with the pricing, guys, because everyone keeps making comparisons to, well, if you're already spending 150 to 200,000, you might as well just go get a Porsche or get a Audi R8 or some other true exotic. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you, but if the C8Z06 is going to be $150,000 with options, those cars that everyone keeps mentioning, the GT3, the Audi R8, any of the like 570S McLarens, which are all cars that are way slower and less capable than the Z06. I don't know if they're seeing the same thing. A GT3, you might be able to get it at MSRP if you place an order through Porsche, but you're going to be waiting the same year to two out to get that car. And the 150 to 160 range gets you a bare bones GT3 with just even a handful of small options. That GT3 can easily go over $200,000, and you're still having to have the same wait time unless you decide to buy off of a dealership lot, which is going to have 50 to 100,000 K over MSRP. So guys, we need to stop comparing the C8Z06 pricing to those other cars. Now, not to say that the pricing of a C8Z06, when you include what dealers are starting to mark up. I just saw a video, Street Speed 717, talking about how one dealership is asking for $100,000 over sticker. That, obviously, guys, when you do that type of comparison, no, the Z06 is not worth paying double the price for it. You're basically paying for another Z06 just so that you can get one in the first year. So yes, if markups are involved, guys, honestly, I wouldn't pay more than maybe $5,000 to $10,000 in a markup if I was put in that situation. Thankfully, at Whitmoyer, where I have my reservation, I am going to be paying MSRP, so that's going to be awesome. But yes, the pricing has been very polarizing, to say the least. Now, let's get to some little more straight up details on the pricing. We do have the 1LZ, which is the bare bones, has the GT1 seats, no carbon fiber, bare, just pretty much bare minimum. None of the driver assists like blind spot monitoring, front curb view camera, or the rear view mirror camera, and the 10 speaker versus 14 speaker Bose system. That car is $106,000. You can step up to the 2LZ, which gives you all the blind spot assist, rear view backup park assist, front curb camera, rear view backup camera, the premium 14 speaker system. and it still comes with GT1 seats, but you can upgrade to the GT2 seats. But that jumps you up to $114,000, almost $115,000. So that's quite a significant jump, but you do get quite a few more things. You can then, from the 2LZ, get to the 3LZ, which gives you the premium Napa leather, which I've never experienced. Everyone says it does make a difference. So you get the premium Napa leather, suede, all on the top, headliner, all that. And you get the carbon fiber steering wheel, which I think is pretty damn awesome, with also the option to get the level 2 carbon fiber interior, which is the full center console and door cards in carbon fiber. That is a pretty cool option, but that option itself is $5 grand, and you can only get it if you pay for the 3LZ, which starts at $120,000. So yeah, if you want to have all the nice extra options or the availability of options, you are going to have to get the top tier trim, which honestly, if you are going for the 2LZ or the 3LZ, the fact that the 3LZ comes with the GT2 seat standard means that the difference between the 2LZ and the 3LZ, if you were already planning on getting the GT2 seats, is only about $2,000 to $3,000, and in the $115,000 to $120,000 price range, $2,000 is not going to make or break the bank. I would option and recommend you guys go with the 3LZ. Now, if you want a bare bones Z06 and you plan on tracking this car all the time, every other weekend, and using it for its intended purpose, really, as a true track car, then you might want to get a bare bones and go with the 1LZ and just add the competition seats to that, and that will get you a amazing competent car in the around $110,000 range, which is not a bad deal. I think that is what you would do. Unfortunately, I would say that's only about 1% to 2% of the buyers out there that's going to be using the car for that specific purpose, and those guys would probably end up getting the C07 package as well with the Aero, which is about another 20 grand. So you're still looking at a fully maxed out max performance effort of 130 grand, give or take, with a 1LZ trim if you really wanted it for strictly track and performance. Now, the 3LZ, by far, I think, is the no-brainer for 90% of the people that are going to be buying a Z06 because of the amenities and price difference you get between the 2LZ and the 3LZ. Those seats are going to be nicer. You're going to have all this stuff included with the carbon fiber steering wheel, which is going to be looking pretty awesome. Again, you can get that later, but OEM for the same, almost very similar price, it's a no-brainer. So I can see most people are going to get a 3LZ, and that is what I'm going to be going for. Now, let's talk about some of the packages and options that they're going to be doing on this car. And those are pretty cool, and unfortunately, they are tying some things together. So first things first, you've got the Aero package. So they have the Aero package, which is the bigger front splitters, side skirts, and you can get the high wing, or you can actually just purchase the splitter and side skirts as a just accessory Aero package and keep your low wing. Now, if you do decide you want the high wing Aero package, that is going to come with some canards in the front, and that package is also married or tied with carbon ceramic brakes. So for 2023 at least, you will not be able to get a high wing without the carbon ceramic brakes, which alone are an $8,500 option, or you can get the Z07 package, which gives you some extra underbody rakes and suspension and the Cup 2Rs for track purposes for $9,000. So really, GM is trying to get you guys to go ahead and go for the Z07 package and not just the carbon ceramic brakes alone. And personally, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really care for the Z07 package. For me, the Z06 is going to be primarily a drag car, a car to take to events, to car shows, and I will probably have it out at a track once, twice, but not as often as I would need to take advantage of that Z07 suspension, which is going to be a lot harsher, especially to drive around on these streets, guys. I mean, the Z07 package is just not worth it to me. Just the tires, those Cup 2Rs, super extremely sticky, but very tricky when it's raining. I would basically have to get it with the Cup 2Rs, take the tires off, put some PS4Ss in there, which means another 2 or 3 grand that I would have to pay on top to even make that happen. So no, we are not going to be doing the Z07 package, and I don't think the high wing alone is worth paying another almost 10 grand for the carbon ceramic brakes by themselves so that we could get that high wing. So we're gonna keep the low wing, but I am gonna be getting the front splitter and side skirts for sure. I think those look pretty awesome. The car looks kind of weird without them, so we're getting the front splitter and side skirts. We're gonna get the front lift because obviously here I am pretty high up. I definitely don't want to damage that front splitter, so we're gonna get the front lift, we're gonna get the front splitter and side skirts. But besides that, really not many other options. The car is pretty much already loaded with everything from the 3LZ. So I have priced mine out with some of the options, and with the 3LZ, with the front lift, with the accessory carbon fiber area, we're probably gonna be looking in the 135 to 140K range for the car, which is a lot of money. I know it's going to be expensive, but going to be worth it 100%. Whew, that is quite a bit of money. Now, GM has been doing a lot of cool stuff, and one of the things they're doing, if you order one and you keep it for a year, is giving you $5,000 in GM accessory rewards. So that's gonna be cool. Basically, we'll be able to use that to order some more carbon fiber stuff from the catalog. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I don't plan on selling this car. This car is staying, guys, and I hope to be doing a lot of stuff with it. It was a dream, a car for me. Actually, take that back. It was a dream car of my dad. My dad always wanted to have a Corvette, and unfortunately, he always put me and my sister and my mom's needs above his, and always said I can get it later. And unfortunately, he was never able to get one before he passed. So this one's not only for me, but for my dad, and it's gonna be staying for a long time. We're not gonna be flipping it or doing anything like that. That is all kind of an update, guys. I know I haven't been around videos, but I am working on getting stuff going. I am gonna be looking at possibly doing some future things with dealerships, showcasing, showing you guys what dealerships have, and go from there. Now, GM had released the pricing, they released all that, but they haven't officially released any allocations. They have allowed you to start submitting your orders through the dealership. So dealerships have been able to submit their orders as of July 28th, but the dealerships themselves have not been given the allocations. That, I believe, is going to be coming up here in a week or two in the middle of August. That's when the dealership will be notified, hey, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many Z06s for the month of September, which means that all those orders dealerships put in, if a dealership put in 5 orders and 2 Z06 allocations are going to be given in August, then the first 2 of those 5 orders that the dealership submitted will get accepted by GM and given a VIN number. The other 3 will get moved up in line to have to wait till the next following month. So right now you're hearing a lot of people saying they've submitted their orders. See a lot of people on YouTube saying we put our orders in, our cars are in, we are good to go. Unfortunately, just because you have an order in doesn't mean you have the car yet. So I'm expecting orders once this month of August comes and we see just how many allocations each dealership got. That will finally give us an idea of when I'll be able to get my car, especially when depending on how many my dealership Whitmoyer ends up receiving in the first round of allocations. So once they get, let's say, 2 or 3 in August, September becomes a build, and those cars probably won't be getting to dealerships till right around October. So first round of allocations, cars will be delivered in October. Hopefully, if everything works well, I'll be in the 3rd or 4th round, which puts me in that end of December, January time frame. So super excited. Gives me some time to save up some more money because that car is going to be more expensive. But in the meantime, guys, don't worry. I do plan on bringing out more content. Unfortunately, without there being that much news, I wasn't able to do videos. I didn't want to just do some fluff stuff. I wanted to give you guys some content and substance. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You got an idea of where we're at. Wanted to just make sure to let you guys know we are getting that Z06, so stick around. And as I get more along the process, as they notify us, I will keep you guys updated with the whole process. And hopefully, seeing as this car won't be here for the next few months, maybe we can go to a dealership and check out some C8 Stingrays so that we can get a good comparison baseline of just how different the cars are going to be between the Stingray and the Z06 once I get delivery of that. But with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.